Welcome back, this is Jackie, your nerdy crafter. Now I know you guys can't tell, but I'm only 5 foot tall. When I was in high school, people used to pat my head. Oh, you're so little. Or just lean on my shoulders with their elbows, like I was some kind of stool. It didn't always used to be like that. When I was in elementary school, I was the tallest one. Then I just stopped growing at 12. Why? So drink up your milk, children, otherwise you will be a pipsqueak. Now speaking of pipsqueaks, this week's tutorial you guys will learn how to make a Chibi Edward that's stuck in a bottle. This charm is perfect for anyone, whether you're a pipsqueak or not. You know you want to make it. Do it. Here's what you'll need for this project. Black, yellow, red, a light skin tone, white, dark brown, gray, rounded and pointy tools, a cutter, 2 eye pins, a small bottle, I got this from the dollar store, red, black and white paint, rubbing alcohol in a Q-tip in case your piece gets dirty, and a wire cutter if necessary. Now the first thing you're going to do is make sure that your piece can actually go into your bottle. Take out the cap, take a piece of paper, and just make a straight line up so that you know what limits you have for the piece. So technically my piece should not be bigger than these 2 lines. Now what you're going to do is take your light skin tone color, make a ball out of it, and then you're going to lightly pinch the top so that it's narrower, and then make a dent where the nose would be. So this is the side view, and this is the front view. Now take another small piece of your light flesh and put it behind the head for the neck. So again, this is side view, this is front view. Now take one of your eye pins and push it through both, like so. Now take your Q-tip and your rubbing alcohol and clean it all up. Here he is all clean. Now take your cutter and remove the head of the pin. Now bake this head for 5 minutes at 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Always make sure that your oven was preheated. Once the head is baked, take a small piece of black clay, make it into an oval, and push it through the eye pin all the way up to the neck. Like so. So he kind of looks like a little worm. Now take your cutter and about halfway down the body, cut right down the middle. So now we have 2 little legs. Shape them so that they're round. Now you have 2 legs. Now take your dark brown clay, roll it out into a thin snake, flatten it out, and then you're going to put it around Edward's waist. Then you're going to take your gray, roll it out also into a thin snake and make the belt buckle. So far so good. Now take another piece of black clay, flatten it out really thin, and you're going to cut out shapes for the jacket. You're going to cut out 3 different angles. 1, 2, and then 3. Now you're going to take your white clay, roll it out into a really thin snake, and then you're going to use the white clay to make the contour of this vest. So it should look like this. Now place it on Edward. There you go. Now make the other side. Now take a small piece of gray clay, make it into a rectangle, and put it in between both pieces of vests. Almost there. Now take your red clay and flatten it out really thin. This thickness should do. And you're going to cut out the jacket from this piece. While you're doing this, always make sure that he still fits into the bottle. Now for the arms, you're going to take another piece of red clay, roll it out into a bigger, chubbier snake, cut one tip of it, and then put a white round ball at the tip for the hands. Now do the other arm. Now bake them for another 7 minutes at 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Now before we do the hair, let's paint on the face. For that you're going to make 2 round eyes with your black. Once that has completely dried, you're going to put white right in the middle. Then you're going to make a pink mouth and outline it with black. And don't forget the eyebrows, of course. This is what he looks like. Now for the hair, take your yellow clay, flatten a small piece out, and you're going to cover the entire back part of the head, as well as some of the sides of the head as well. Now for the sides of the head, you're going to take your yellow clay again and make thin yellow teardrops with it. Now smooth out the 2 pieces on top. Take the back side of your blade and push down right in the middle. Now we have a separation. Now you're going to take your yellow clay again, make 2 snakes, and put them for the front part of the bangs. And now put one final piece up here. Now for the braid, take 3 pieces of yellow snake clays, stick them together, and start braiding them over. Here's your braid. Now take the top part of your braid, push it in the back of the head, and bring it to the front. Now take a small piece of red clay and wrap it around the tip of the braid. Now bake time for 275 degrees for 7 minutes. Now once he's baked, feel free to put the crucified winged serpent in the back of his coat and the little frustrated sign on his hair. And now for the final bake, you're going to take your glass jar, put a piece of clay at the bottom, and then you're going to push Edward all the way in the position that you want him to be, and then bake him one last time for 7 minutes at 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Here he is all baked. Now all you have to do is put your eye pin through the cork and close up the bottle. Feel free to put some glue around the rim if you want. All done! Now obviously depending on the paint job that you have on the face, it will vary. This was my first one and I really like the face on that one. But this guy fit in the bottle. Now remember, if you have suggestions for future geeky tutorials, leave them in the comment section below. If you make any of my creations, don't forget to hashtag me on Instagram or add it to my Facebook. Until then, I will see you guys next week.